What's up, dude? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am back from a little spring break trip that I did. That's why this video is getting out later today, because I just didn't have one all queued up ready to go for when I was gone. So that's why I'm doing it now, Monday, the day of, which I hate doing it, but sometimes it just happens. I had videos set, like I was ready to go, except for Monday. I didn't have prepared. So let's just get right into it. Dylan Rounds, 19 years old, grew up in Idaho, but he owned a farm in Lucian, Utah. He bought the farm in 2019 and was living in a camper that he had also owned on the farm. On May 28th, 2020, it was a Saturday, Dylan talked to his grandma on the phone from his farm. However, that was the last time that anyone heard from him. Dylan's mom, Candace, reported him missing on May 30th. The Box Elder County Sheriff's Office announced a suspect on July 27th of 2022. It was 58-year-old James Brenner, who had at one point been living on Dylan's property and helped him bale hay. But around the time that Dylan went missing, James had been squatting in a trailer just a few miles away from Dylan's property. I've heard it was about 5 miles away. Candace said that she didn't know James real well, but she had never had any reason for alarm, never found him to be suspicious. Upon searching James's trailer, the sheriff's office, along with the FBI, found ball ammunition, ignition caps, black powder, and speed loads, all related to muzzle loading. A rifle with no serial number on it was also collected from his home. Well, I guess the home that he was squatting in. James had been sentenced to 33 months in prison for being convicted of being a felon in possession of a firearm. A neighbor of Dylan's was interviewed by law enforcement and told officials that James brought 3 black powder guns over to his residence and asked him to safekeep them. When the neighbor asked why, James allegedly stated that he needed to do this for his own safety and that the last time he had trouble with the law, they took everything from him and he did not want the things he had left to be taken again. The neighbor also said that he brought a .22 caliber rifle over to his home. Dylan's dad said that he had a conversation with James that might be a possible motive. He said, "When I got there, James was talking about how Dylan backed into his horse gate. He was a little frustrated and I didn't think a whole lot about it at the time, but that could have been what set him off." A few days later, James was charged with 3 counts of felony use of a firearm by a restricted person. On March 3rd, James was charged with criminal homicide, aggravated murder, and abuse or desecration of a human body. Deputies discovered a pair of boots belonging to Dylan nearby. One boot had a bloodstain that DNA analysts confirmed belonged to the victim, in addition to DNA belonging to James. Dylan's phone records showed movement on May 28th, which was the day that he had gone missing, in the same area that James was squatting in. The deputies working on the case also managed to locate Dylan's phone. In the statement, officials said a digital forensic download of the phone was conducted and led to the discovery of a time-lapse video with a timestamp taken at the time of Dylan's disappearance. It was taken only 30 minutes after the last time that Dylan was heard from by his grandma. In the video, James is seen with bloodstains on his arms and a shirt with bloodstains on his arms and shirt as he was cleaning a gun. The shirt that was in the video with bloodstains on it was analyzed and Dylan's DNA was found on it. James has removed and concealed Dylan's body and it has not yet been found, but his mom Candace has hopes that this summer, when the weather is a little bit nicer, that they will be able to recover his body, hopefully. James is being held at the Weber County Jail in Ogden on unrelated firearm charges, and his next court appearance is scheduled for April 24th for that. So it really sounds like they don't really have a conviction yet. Like, they think they'll be able to get him for it, but honestly, who knows? Like, there is evidence, but is it enough to actually put him away? We've seen cases like this before where you think, like, yeah, obviously, clearly he did it, but then the courts are like, there's just not enough evidence to, like, prove it 100%, which is really frustrating for everybody involved and especially the family of the victim. But that is it for me today. I'm sorry about the light. I wanted to, like, turn my shade down, but when I'm right here, it looks fine. But when I move, it looks not fine. So I'm very sorry about that, but I like the natural light coming in. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my video today. If you found this one to be interesting, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. But if not, that's totally cool. And thanks for hanging out with me today. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow if you so choose to come back. Bye, guys.